Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling and stationaries. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope your 2025 is having a good start. Today I want to share how my Hobonichi Weeks is going on. So I have shared in my 2025 planner lineup that I'm using my not Filofax, Hobonichi cousin for my daily journaling, Filofax for my everyday carry. And Hobonichi Weeks is a bit of a unique, I think, system that I introduced last year. And so far it's been quite nice. So I want to share how I am using it as my archive book. So how I call it an archive is that when I started using my Filofax, which was a new discovery last year, and this year I'm really enjoying this pocket size, but I've been sharing this all the time in my videos, but as much as I love how I can use my Filofax on a daily basis, I quickly noticed I'm not really a big fan of keeping these small papers, and it didn't feel like something solid to keep for the future or like some reference in the future. So what I decided to do, especially this year, that I'm using this on an everyday basis, but with the intention that all the papers are getting rid of by the end of the year. But part of me do not want to just get rid of all the information. So what's happening is I will be using these daily pages, mainly the daily pages, for my to-do list and daily notes and that. And then whatever that I want to keep would be transferred into my archive. So yes, in a sense, it is a duplicate. So I am still wondering, is this two system will work, or I might just switch it to this because I prefer to keep this at the end of the year. But I also like the flexibility, having one page a day, adding some like whatever inserts that I feel like I need at the season of life. So now to enjoy Filofax, but also have something to stock or store by the end of the year, this is kind of like a supportive book for me. So this is what the system I actually introduced last year. So if you're familiar, you might have already seen this gorgeous blue Hobonichi, the one that I bought in October, and I had a great backfilling sessions toward the end of last year, which I really enjoyed it actually. It was a nice recap of all the notes that I did in my Filofax last year, and then now like good meats are kept here. So let me share how it looks like. But okay, maybe here. So what I was doing in my last year Hobonichi is that I would transfer my daily to-dos and some notes from the day, or what I kind of took notes. And on top of that, I was also adding some pictures. This is something I've been always admiring when I see people do it on their Hobonichi, but I couldn't do it on a daily basis. I don't think I can like start my printer and then print like on a like weekly basis. So this was a fun way to actually introduce printing pictures. And yeah, I really enjoyed kind of mix of just duplicating the to-dos, but then also adding some nice pictures and notes. And yeah, this was like a very fun way to keep up. So the idea is I'm going to do almost the same thing this year, but they are a bit of a different way that I started, so I'm going to share with you in this video. So here we are. Oops. So let's go one by one. A little bit of deco I did. Oh, this is something kind of fun that I did. I think this was just before the year started, when I was eager to start. I did a deco using the same sticker from the same package, so like my books has a bit of same vibe, and that was kind of fun things to start with. And here we are, this year at a glance. This is very tiny, so I don't really reference it, or I don't really use it. So what I decided to do is to put the sticker on the months we are in, so I can kind of visually see which months we are in. I saw this, some people do it on the year at a glance, and I thought it's a fun way, so I just tried it. And this annual calendar thing, I never used this one in the past. It's just so tiny, but this year I have a bit of intention that I want to move my body more. Actually, I started the project from October-ish last year. So in my Filofax, I have a exercise tracker. So I printed this simple weekly, week on one page, and I just jot down any kind of exercise I did, or if I went to the gym. And so this is like a fun way, like I carry this all the time, so when I open this page, it kind of reminds me how my exercise has been throughout 2 weeks spreads. And as much as I like doing this, I don't think I keep this for the future, so I just decided to transfer this information to mini box here. So I just write walk, gym, whatever, yoga maybe, just to see how many exercise I do. Interestingly, I skipped 1st of January, so that's already it was a holiday, so I'm okay with it, but I'm trying to be intentional about doing at least something. And I also decided that I'm going to make it as minimum requirement as possible, so as not to drop the whole thing. So currently we just bought a mini trampoline that's like one person indoor trampoline thing. So my minimum requirement is jump there for 1 minute, which is like jumping for 100 times ish. So that's like a minimum. As long as I jump for 100 times, that's count as my daily movement. So that's how I am trying to, if I can go for a walk, perfect. But if I realize I haven't done anything in the evening, all I need to do is to jump 1 minute. That's it. So that's kind of the way I am trying to, keep it easy as possible, so I don't, drop the whole thing. So that's the idea. So hopefully I transfer some information from there. Maybe I just update like once a month also, but I just did a few writing just to see how it looks like. And then the monthly calendar, I am transferring whatever that's happened in my monthly calendar on an everyday carry. This is also, I will update maybe by the month's end, just as a recap of what happened. So that's the idea. Nothing fancy. I just put some sticker on the national holidays. And then since we had a school holiday, I did some color here. As always, I use my color pencil, not the color pen. That's my way of just being a little bit creative, and also there's no ghosting issue when you use a color pencil. And we have so many lying around in the house, so why not? So starting from this weekly pages, if you are new to Hobonichi Weeks, Hobonichi Weeks starts from December. So there's December calendar, and then the weekly starts from where 1st of January is, 1st of December is. So I'm actually using this since 25th November. And because I was so excited to use this one, how I started using is I check in with these weekly pages every day. So this section, I actually drew a line here, and then this left section is just an overview of any appointment or anything special that we did for the day. And then this section is 3 good things. 3 good things is something that I have been doing for more than 5 years. There is time I was writing it on some kind of monthly calendar. There's time I was talking about it on podcast. There's a multiple way that I have captured. I also tried on Notion, which didn't really work. but I really like going through my day and pick at least 3 happy moments of the day, what happened, who I met, and I really like how, like, I feel like I'm collecting some joyful moments on this lovely Hobonichi. So yeah, this looks very nice for me. And then this section is what we ate for dinner. I'm normally the one who cooks at home, so this is my kind of accomplishment, documenting what I cooked. And also I thought it's actually a fun way to track what we are eating. And the remaining section here, I really like listening to podcasts, or I really like watching YouTube videos. So whatever that I read or listened to or watched, that I want to keep as a notes, that comes in here. So some week I have long list, some week it's going to be quite small. But this way, when I am listening to podcasts, I am a little bit intentional about trying to capture anything that's interesting. So that's how I've been doing it. And if there's some extra space at the bottom, I just use it for kind of mini weekly notes. So like this is the weekly note. This week I didn't have any space, so there's no weekly notes. I'm just trying to be a bit more like not too much structure, but just enjoy the small space. And something interesting I started doing is this section. I was listening to a podcast. I think the title of the podcast is Focus. The owner of Full Focus Planner, I think it's quite a famous quarterly planner that they produce. And they talk about planning, time management, goal setting, all the things. And I really like listening to their conversations. And as I was listening to one of their episodes, they were sharing about KISS method. And KISS method is the acronym for KISS, stands for keep, improve, stop, and start. That's actually what I listened to and took notes on the very first notes section of this weekly pages. And I thought it's a nice way to do some kind of recap of the week in that kind of structured manner. So I started doing keep, improve, stop, start at the bottom section here. So by the time the Sunday comes, I would kind of roughly review my week by looking at this, and then try to note down if there's anything I want to keep, or if there's anything I want to improve, or if I want to stop, and if I want to start something new, or if I actually started something new. So there's time I am saying, oh yeah, there's a week I only went to gym for one time, so I wanted to improve because my target is twice a week. Or improve is my relationship with social media. Or what I want to start is put a boundary, like express my boundary in appropriate manner. So those are the things that I like trying to be intentional about this year. And yeah, so far I have been doing this weekly review for the past, I don't know, starting from December. But yeah, I don't know, I will see how long it goes, but it's a simple way and I quite like how it's looking like. So yeah, I think I will continue doing this moving forward. And so those are the things that I write on a daily basis. And there are a few setups that I did at the back page. So this is called Hobonichi Weeks MEGA. The Hobonichi Weeks has two versions. It looks a bit similar, but standard one and MEGA has much more notes pages. I think standard one has like 80-ish pages. This one has 213 pages this year. So like triple the space. And I really like having many spaces. So yeah, I always go for MEGA. So several things that I did to start the year. This is actually my first time to actually set up something, so I'm just trying to see how it goes. I put the index page, but I'm not really much of an index girl, so I haven't really done much. Just took 2 spreads for indexing if needed. And then this is a insert from Peanuts Planner Co. yearly, undated yearly bundle, and I wanted to use this for a period tracker. So I actually backlogged everything last for the year. I think I stuck it here. Is it here? Where is it? Oh yeah, here. So I tracked this in a different pages, but I quite liked seeing it in this setup, so I also did one for this year. It's just printed on a normal paper. I just stuck it there. So yeah, the color doesn't really match. This is white paper, this is green paper, but it's okay. So I print it up, so when my period comes I will just put a note. And I actually did 12 boxes here, so I can write about it every month just to see, you know, how it is, or if I see any trend or what. This is a me time tracker. So my intention for the year is to take care of myself a little bit more intentionally. So I also want to do me time, like something that I do for myself. Like it can be just 1 hour sitting in a coffee shop with my book or something like that. No need to be like something extra gorgeous, but I want to do something at least once a month. So I just made a tracker. I think I will put the dates and where I went and what I did here. I will see how it goes. I haven't done anything yet in January, so I need to really schedule it into my calendar. There's also exercise tracker. This is something new for me, but like I mentioned, I really want to do more exercise. That is why I am dedicating this spread. And I also want to kind of diversify what I'm doing. So if I do something aside from going to the gym, neighborhood walk, and like YouTube yoga, I sometimes do in the evening. So if I sign up for yoga class, or if I decide to go on a long walk with friends, or if I try some dance class or something, you know, something a bit extra than what I normally do, I want to track here to just motivate me to look for something interesting like that. This is a reading tracker. I've already read one book. So last year I did not read so many books. I only read 20, which is like half of what I used to do, or less than half of what I used to do. So this year I actually want to pump it back to 40 level. So I just put the number, put the title, and I have 3-star rating, and I will see how it goes. Because I have intention to read more than last year, this year I actually have 2 pages. Hopefully I have another spread for more and more reading. And I also did shopping tracker. So anything that I buy aside from grocery or, you know, the daily consumption things, I want to track it here. So it can be planner related something. The first shopping I did was I went to a shop for, how do you say, back to school shopping, and I found a very cute plate, and I haven't bought plates for more than 2-3 years. So I said, okay, this is time. And also it was time for our little kids to grow out of plastic plates. So I really was looking for plates, and I found a plate, so I bought some. So those are the things I want to track, just to see what's coming inside to our household. So basically that's it. There's no more tracker. So moving forward from here, the idea is once January is finished, I will look at all the January daily pages from my Filofax, those ones, and then I will just put what I did, what I accomplished, any kind of notes if I want to keep it. And then also the fun part is I would go back to all my photos that I took during January, and then print as much as possible and stick it there. That was my like doable version. Like I said, I don't think I can print every day, like, you know, connecting everything, and that's a bit too much. So if I print everything at one shot, that was doable. So that's how I am trying to use this pages. And yeah, coming back to what I did in 2024, I really liked how it turned out. It has chunked up a bit because I put loads of stickers and ephemeras, and yeah, this was a fun way to capture and very simple something to keep on my shelf. So I hope this one's going to be as exciting as this one. So we will see how it goes. This combination of cousin and this one. Yes, it is quite a lot of writing, but this one is more structured. I know what I'm writing in each section. And yeah, it is for one day, it's just this section, so it's not that complicated. And then there's one evening where I do the printing and writing. And that's, yes, it is a duplicate, but as someone who loves writing and, you know, putting things, cutting things, it's like my monthly recap hobby. So it is doable so far. So yeah, that's how I am using 2 notebooks at the same time in a kind of different intentions. So that's about it. Let me know if you use Hobonichi Weeks or Weeks Mega. Let me know how you use it. And yeah, let's see how it evolves. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.